blaster. Yeah, ass blaster. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I saw one where the image alone, I was like, what the fuck? I can't even remember the name of it. Because I was just like, get out of here, man. What the hell? And it was Pinocchio, like, squanched down like this in a power position, just like a power pose, with his nose extended all the way out, and Kermit holding the other end. And his nose was going through Miss Piggy. And she had a fucking apple in her mouth. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, man. Your hot sauce better be as good as your shock value, because that is what the fuck? I was just like, the image stuck in my mind, will stick in my mind forever, because I'm just like, it was so graphic. But also, I'm just like, what's really sad is I don't remember anything else about your I don't know what the hot sauce name was. I don't know what your brand is called. I couldn't even tell you what peppers were in it. Because all I remember is that. So, people who dig on shock marketing, just remember that. They'll remember the image, but they won't remember the product. And people who are in business with people, if you are just doing shock marketing, and they're doing that for your business, make sure that that's what you want. Remembered for your shock marketing, but not for your product. Yeah. It's not always a good thing. It's not always a good thing. There are ways to do it. But if everybody remembers the shock value more than the company that did it, that's bad news. You know? It's good news for the people who came up with the marketing strategy, right? Those guys are going to do great. Because people are going to be like, everybody remembered you. Nobody even remembered the product. Like, that's a win. That's like a weird, like, flex. Well, like Christopher Walken? Like Christopher Walken, tree farmer? I don't think I like your tone, tree farmer. Please be offended. Hey, how you doing? Oh. All right. Look, should we tilt that down more? I think we should tilt it down more so I can sit. I wasn't lying, dude. Guys, I'm tired today. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I also hope I'm not getting sick or something, because that would piss me off. Short King. Hi, everybody. I'm BB Bubs. Is it National Donut Day? What's your favorite donut? Does everybody have a favorite donut? Let me see here. All right, so we're going to be looking at, guys, makes me think it's for furniture shipping. The ripped shirtless dude, and it says stripping in all caps above him definitely catches the eye. Yes. Bavarian cream, fritter, blueberry glaze, cinnamon roll, fritters. Yeah. I like the old fashions that are like just a regular old fashioned, but they're dipped in the chocolate. That's the fire right there. That like crunchy, crispy outside, soft middle, kind of spongy-ish, It's great. If they have a vegan donut, yeah. No, that's fair. There's a few places in town that do vegan donuts. It's weird. There's this one place that like advertise that they advertise that they do vegan donuts, but they advertise it in a sense that it's like that's what they do. You know what I mean? Like that's their thing. But it's like no, they do all sorts of donuts, and when you go in there, the donuts that are vegan, it's like, oh, this is the local spot kind of thing because you have to be in the know. Because, like, Jess was like, are these vegan? And the woman was like, yes. And then I'm like, yeah, but the sign there, that says vegan. So does that mean that the things without the sign aren't vegan? And she's like, yes. And I was like, God damn it. I have tried Cinnaholic. Yeah. Oh, much better. Yeah. Cinnaholic is pretty wild. They're they have a bunch of locations. They're a franchise, aren't they? Did you shrink in the laundry? Oh, totally the laundry. Yeah, no. 100% the laundry. How tall would I be if I was like right here? I feel like this is 5 foot. Maybe a little under. Yeah, I think. Hey, so guys, there's a place in town called Cinnaholic, and they're a cinnamon roll spot that is completely vegan, and it's fucking wild. Tasha, I don't know what that is. Chocolate cake donuts is so good. I used to manage a coffee shop, donut shop. Oh, nice. The blueberry old fashioned cake donut was tasty as fuck. Yeah, I've had those before. Those are, yeah. Tim Hortons brought back the walnut crunch for a limited time. They discontinued. What's a walnut crunch? I wonder if that's because of so many people had like walnut allergies or something. I have a slight walnut allergy. Roof of my mouth gets itchy. Yeah. Back of my throat. I avoid them. Yeah. Is it really just a Vegas spot? Wow. I'm impressed. I'm surprised. They should I'm sure they can franchise up. Easy way the hard way. What's the easy way? No, I found out the hard way. And it wasn't really that hard. It's just like yeah, drinking water, you know? When you go to a fine dining restaurant and they do like a walnut thing, but I was always like, why is this? Why do I have a. So you start looking at ingredients and you start going, oh, walnuts. I think it might be walnuts. And then I went to a fine dining restaurant and I had this walnut dish and I was like, well, we're finding out tonight. Mm-hmm. And yeah, because it was never an effect that was so bad that I was like, what the fuck? We're gonna put the knife away because we don't need it out. I want the knife, please. Yeah, let's get orchestrated here, shall we? As much as we can. This is another reason why it's going to be so nice to finish the upstairs office. Oh shit! Because then we can just do all that up there. You know what I'm saying? Yes, there's always major perks to working around food. I never went hungry even though I was poor. You know what I mean? Of course, I was just a single person, so it was easy enough. You know? They used to have Witchell's out there. When I was out there in the late 90s, there was a Dunkin' and a Witchell's. There is a Winchell's out here. I don't know how many, but I've seen one for sure. Um, there's lots of Dunkins. Dunkin' Donuts, whatever. Dunkin' Donuts, whatever. But as far as their coffee goes for your house, as like a cheap coffee, like, yeah, I'll get the Dunkin' coffee. But if I don't need to, I won't. All right, so here's the thing, guys. We haven't done this in a while, so it's going to be fun to be able to do it again. And that is our clip competition. So exclamation point clip. Oh, shit. All right. Exclamation point clip in chat if you want to learn about it. Essentially, when you clip something in the channel, I would ask that you give it a title and try to edit it to that point, because you can move like the time and everything like that. Because what we do is we have a clip competition every other week. Now, I haven't done it in a while just because I've been trying to focus on the content and doing some more stuff. And so I kind of put it off for a little bit. And, stuff just with housing and, we're doing so much. Anyway, so if you can follow that, it automatically enters you into the competition. And for everybody else, if you do multiple clips, I will choose your best one out of the 2 weeks, the one that I think is the best one. Because then if you win, you get a personalized sound command for 2 weeks in the chat. Only you can use it. It is only meant for you. And it will be pulled from that clip. Or if it's just a really funny clip, but there's no real sound clip to it, that's add-ups right there. Definitely can take on a chicken. It's just a fun little thing to be able to do with everybody. Clips from today are not counted. All of the clips that are in the competition were picked out last night. It will always go up until the last stream before the clip competition. The end of the stream before the competition. So, yeah, you can take clips of today that can be used in the future, right? Right? I mean, there's some stoner moments, there's some other things. But remember, I'm only going to pick one of them. And if it's really like, what is this clip? I might even just delete it. No offense. But as a streamer, I am allotted that responsibility of, doing that. So what I do with the clips is I don't actually put them in any specific order. So we are going to go head to head. We're going to show two. Chat is going to vote on which they liked more. And then that one will move forward to the final. So we're starting with 12. We're going to narrow it down to 6. Then we're going to do 3 and 3. So you're going to vote for one of the three, and then we're going to go heads up. And then whoever wins the heads up takes it all. Okay? Incoming stoner moments. I mean, honestly, I give you guys so many opportunities for stoner moments. It's stupid. It's stupid. It really is. All right. Let's make sure that this is correct. Oh, Jesus. Super Wolf! What's good, dude? How are you, man? Lisa Mac, there are some pretty good ones. And I'm glad you've been laughing that much. I love hearing that shit. Superwolf, how you been, man? Working and lurking. Nice. That bucket in the background has seen some stuff. The bucket? Oh, this. Yeah, the bucket. Yeah, the pail over here. Yeah. I hear what you're saying. Yeah. That was a limited edition a limited edition, whatever it was, McDonald's. McDonald's, yeah. Have to run to work, Aaron, for the next 30 minutes. We'll be back. No worries. All right. So we're going to kick this off. The first two people battling it out are Guy doing Guy things. Oh, wow. And Wicked Bitch. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Your mom.
Welcome to my chat, where everybody is that character from regular show.
Your mom.
Welcome to my chat, where... All right, that's Wicked's. And this is Guy doing Guy thing. Is it pretty quiet for you? The audio for this one's not even coming up. What in the... All right, hold on. Here, let me fix that for you really quick. Yeah, that one was yours. What do you mean you don't know? Bullshit. All right, it's the browser on this end. Okay. I'll lift it up. There we go. All right, this is Guy doing Guy things.
For a little bit.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna stay on my head though, and if it ruins my hair,
See,
you know.
this is why.
Oh, it's kind of cute. Yeah, it's kind of fine. Let me just for a little bit.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna stay on my head though, and if it ruins my hair, you know.
She was so hesitant. And then it's just like a complete like, nope, owning it.
Yeah.
I know, it's the giggle at the end. I know. Okay, so we have the two. So I'm gonna put this up as a poll here. Hold on. Let me get the poll ready. Wicked versus Guy. And then it's gonna be Wicked and Guy. And we're gonna do 2 minutes. We're gonna do 2 minutes, but before I start this, we need epic. Epic. Epic movie music. Yeah, there. Oh, yes. Here we go. Is this one gonna be worth a damn? It doesn't want to play. Spotify's been fucking spotty. All right, I'm gonna run the poll. You gotta vote. Wicked or Guy? This is Guy doing Guy things. Or no, this is Wicked. Sorry, hold on. This one is Wicked's.
Your mom.
Welcome to my chat, where everybody is that character from regular show.
Your
Hi, Sassy Nug.
mom.
Welcome to my chat, where everybody is that character from man, regular show. All right, and then this is Guy. Okay.
I
Hello
don't think
there.
it's gonna stay on my head though, and if it ruins my hair,
See,
you know.
this is why.
Oh, it's kind of cute. Yeah, it's kind of fine. Let me
Whoa,
just
what?
for a little bit.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna stay
Wait a
on my
minute.
head, though, and if it ruins my hair,
See,
you know.
this is why.
Oh, it's kind of cute.
Get off my lawn, you kids.
Wait, who's a mod in my chat right now? I think we both went to ban, and I banned Stream Elements. Okay.
I don't think it's gonna stay on my head though.
Thank
If it
you.
ruins my hair,
See,
you know.
this is why.
Oh, it's kind of cute.
Sorry, hold on.
Yeah, it's kind of fine. Let me just for a little bit.
Okay.
I don't think.
I got distracted. Guys, you gotta vote. You gotta vote. Is it gonna be Guy or Wicked? Is it gonna be Guy or Wicked? No, Stream Elements wasn't naughty. No, we got it unbanned. It was just one of those where I acted and my mods acted at the same time. There we go. There we go. Sorry, I reported and banned and did all that. Guy went through. Wicked. 12-2? 12-2? Wow. That's wild. Also, when that happened, Spotify also went down. Damn, wicked.